So I've got a fun monster just in time for Halloween. Today, we are making Oozelings. Hey guys, happy Halloween. This is Michael here. So today I'm making up some cool little slime creatures called Oozelings. I'm starting that process here on the Anycubic Photon S by 3D printing them. If you like the file for these, I'll include a link for it in the description below so that you can print these out for yourself.
Disgusting blob. I'm gonna have to hold it myself.
With the 3D print done, it's now time to clean off the supports from our 3D prints. The little Oozeling was no issue whatsoever, but the larger, greater ooze takes a little bit more work. When removing supports, I mostly use a pair of side cutters and an X-Acto knife. I usually use the X-Acto knife when removing the raft and the side cutters for everything else. In this case, I had a small bit of damage around the jaw line of the greater ooze, but I was able to find that piece and super glue it back on. Once it's painted, it will be totally invisible. After that, I'll use a file to remove some of the burrs left behind from the supports, and then I'll flatten out the base of these models a little bit. With everything cleaned up, I'll give the models a quick coat of Vallejo surface primer. Now it's time for one of my favorite colors, livery green from Vallejo. We'll coat the entire miniature with this before we move on to our next step. Now I'll be using Vallejo's silver to detail all the little weapons that are protruding out of our Oozelings. To save a little time, I'm doing the entire handles of the swords in Vallejo's smoky ink. I decided to do the eyes of our Oozelings in Vallejo's fresh blood. One last little bit of touch up with smoky ink and we're ready to move on to our next step. Now the magic. We use liquid talent, otherwise known as Citadel washes. I'm starting out with bile green tan to coat over all of the ooze. Now we'll use just a little bit of Agrax Earthshade to coat the bones and then some Null Oil to go over the weapons. With all of our paint dry, we're ready to go back over our miniatures with some clear coat. I use matte acrylic varnish to coat over the bones, and then I did everything else in gloss acrylic varnish to make everything look wet and slick and metallic. And there you have it. Our finished pieces are ready to hit the tabletop and bring fear to anybody that crosses their paths. Hey, if you like these videos and want to help me keep making them, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.